Good evening, guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's good to see y'all. Let me shut this down right here. So good evening. Welcome to the first live stream we've had in a couple weeks, man. I'm glad y'all are stopping in. You guys are on time, too. It's amazing. I'm always amazed whenever I click on this button. Such short notice. I know that I just announced this here this evening, and then I'm jumping in and doing the live stream and stuff, but I'm glad you guys are here. So it's been a while since I've worked with the equipment. Bear with me if there's any little snags, but first off, let me know if you can't hear me, if you can't see me, if there's any glitches at all, let me know in the chat. And if you are in the chat, I don't know you're here unless you type something in. So please say hello, and that way I know who I'm actually talking to. But good evening, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I am Randall Rydes. If we haven't met, I have a fishing charter, primarily running out of Lake Lewistown in central Pennsylvania. And I know a lot of you guys know me from the biking stuff, from the music and all that. Welcome to the Fishin channel. And if you guys are from the Fishin channel and you haven't experienced anything on the biker side, that's my second channel. This is the Fishin channel, and then I have the other one. It's just Randall Rydes. I think most of you know that. But if we're newly meeting each other here just tonight, here's a handshake across the net. I'm glad you're here. So good evening, Wyatt. I see you once again in the chat, buddy. Thank you for being here. Josh, it's great to see you in the chat. It's been too long. It has been too long. Let's get together soon. So good evening. Good evening. Yes. Bruce, good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for saying hello. Hal, I see you there. Good evening. All right, everything looks good. All right, it has been way too long. So, Fish King's Cutlery is in the house, too. I'm doing well, my friend. How are you? Bird, good evening. So, I have a couple things on the list tonight. I got my trusty little cheat sheet, if you will, to keep me on track. And honestly, it's not real long. There's a reason for that. I wanted to keep it kind of condensed and kind of short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through my short list, and I'm going to cover all the pertinent things, and then I'm going to watch some videos with you from my first year as a charter at Lewistown Lake and throughout and such. But I'm going to share a couple videos you've never seen before. These are all brand new little snippets here and there. It's not all of them, but I had a couple. I threw them together just so we could have a few minutes with some unique videos here tonight on the live stream. So you haven't seen these catches in any of the videos. This is all brand new material. It's really unedited, and it's just going to be fun. I'm going to share it with you guys. Good evening, Doug. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. It's good to see you. Good evening. So before I jump into that, I wanted to point out the barbecue that we're having at Zane Weaver's. This is coming up this Sunday. So this Sunday at noon, Rough and Ready Campground. This is, why did it do that? This is Zane Weaver's Rough and Ready Campground. And you can go onto the site. This is just on Facebook, guys. If you don't know what my emblem looked like, it looks like that right there. Find me and connect with me. This is how I announce all the events. There was no cost to this. What is it? It's a veterans barbecue. Yes. Do you have to be a veteran to join? No, of course not. It's just to encourage veterans to come out, and we're just going to eat together and talk for a little bit. I'm going to speak a little bit there, and Zane is hosting the event. So it's just going to be a good reason to get together and talk with one another and probably just eat a lot. We're going to have some bonfires. I've got my camper set up down there. I'm going to bring my guitar. I'm going to bring my guitar, and I'm going to treat you guys to a little bit of Randall Rydes music while we're there. And I want to point this out. I do have a song that I am writing for the Lewistown community, and you will hear that sooner or later. But if you come out to the barbecue, we're going to hang out afterwards, and I'm going to play that song for y'all. So if that means anything, if that draws you out, if that sounds even slightly interested, come out. Whether you're a veteran or not, grab a veteran and bring them with you, or just come solo. Bring something, a side or a drink or something. Bring nothing at all. It doesn't matter. Singly, most importantly, is that you show up for it. And it's just a way for veterans to get together and to the community to show that we're supporting the veterans. So that's what that's all about. But it's this Sunday. And guys, this Sunday looks like it's going to be incredible. I'm going to bring this up here for you real quick. Get this thing out of the way. Sunday, the 28th, is going to be our first big warm-up day. Look at the temperature there. 83 is what it's calling for. So it's going to be a huge warm-up weekend for us. We are going to probably see the water temperatures jump really fast, and I mentioned it in the comments just briefly, but we're probably going to see a lot of big fish, you know, the big striped ones. Probably going to see them really get pumped up, get very active. So you might consider doing that night bite thing. So if you've been thinking about a good time to get out and fish on the nighttime bite, this upcoming week it should be a very good night bite type period of time for you to get out there and stuff. But find this linked in my events page, and you can see all the requirements right down here. There are no requirements, just show up. But it has the address for Rough and Ready. It's got all the specs, if you will. It'll tell you what time we're having it. It's from noon till 2. And, of course, there's no cost to it at all. But that's Rough and Ready Campground with Zane Weaver. And he has a great bait shop there. It gives you a chance to meet him. So tonight, when I'm finished with this live stream, what we're going to do is I'm going to cut it off, and then I'm going to release my dock update from today, so you guys can get a chance to just kind of see what's going on there at the lake. It's just a short video. It's just a simple dock update video, but I'm going to release it immediately following this live stream. So hang tight on the channel after this live stream, and do me a favor and watch the dock update and let me know if it's good. And if you have any questions, if you have a different dock you'd like to see, by all means, send me a message. I have no problem running around this lake. I just love this place, and I'm happy to just scoot around and look at it and talk about all the different things from the lake that I'm familiar with anyways. So good evening. Let me take just a minute, put a pin in it right there, give chance for everybody to kind of catch up and for me to catch my breath. So do you guys have any questions for me before I delve into my stuff? Have you been on the water? Are you running into anything? You have any difficulties? Any questions at all? Nothing is off limits. By all means, just shoot it into the chat there and let me know. I'll do my best to answer it. Here at Randall Rydes Fishing Charter, we try to teach everybody how to fish. That's a big part of it. And Wyatt has asked me a few times about the depth of the Lakers. Now, Wyatt, there's a reason I didn't answer that in the chat, and it's because it's a long-winded answer. So I'm saving it for the live stream. I'm glad you asked it again to just keep my mind on track for us. So thank you. The depth of the lake trout is varied right now. But what you are going to see is with a hard moon, which we just had. It was a hard full moon that we just had, and it tends to get I don't know what to call it. You kind of squish the Lakers into a band, into a very narrow band. So the depth that they're squished into after the moon, and so starting right now for this week, is probably going to be right around 45 to 55 feet. That's typically where you're going to find them right now. At least that's what I was seeing. That being said, the biggest lake trout we caught this week came from the shallows. I think we probably caught it in 23 feet of water. So what does that mean? It means they're still throughout the column, and you're going to find that they're going to move into the shallows over the flats and still do some feeding there. So the water's cool enough that they can move throughout, and the moon being a hard moon, that's a hard full moon on a bright, clear, high-pressure night. Whenever you get those kind of conditions all working together, the lake trout can get pressed into a very narrow band, and you'll find them at a very specific depth. And right now, I think you're going to find them about 45 to 55. But that's give or take, and it may only last for a few days while the moon was high. So since we're talking moon, why don't I bring that up here, and I'll show you what I'm actually seeing. With the moon, we have, like, today is the 24th. So right down here is the 24th. And you can see the 23rd. I should cover that first. It's the 23rd was our full moon. See, full moon there. And it had I think I want to blow this up, make it full screen so it looks better. All right, so the full moon doesn't seem to want to be populated. There it is. No, it's not going to populate. All right. I'm going to refresh this because it doesn't seem to want to populate. There it is. Okay, so here's the full moon. And you see that the full moon was up, and at about 5 o'clock in the morning, it went down. The reason I'm pointing this out is because now you've got a full moon that was a hard full moon, a bright full moon, and the fish don't really care for that. And then the moon went underfoot all day long. So this is that full moon that's really going to hurt the fishing. So this is a hard full moon. This is how a full moon will get a bad rap, because sometimes it does just hurt the fishing. And that's no lie. This past full moon, I do think it hurt. Does that mean you're not going to catch fish? Of course not. We're still in the spring bite, so they're going to have a heightened activity, and they're going to be more active and such, but the moon did affect that. It would have been more active, if you will, but it did subdue the spring bite. So the 24th is today. And you can see that the moon is still setting first thing in the morning there, right around 6:30. And it's going to be underfoot all day long until 9 p.m. So you're going to get the moon coming back up here tonight at around 10 o'clock. So in about 2 hours, it'll be back up. And you're going to kind of see that trend continue all the way out through the tail end of the week here, right into Sunday. I actually have my first charter booked on the 29th. And I'll show you this is really not a very strong moon at all, but look at it. It's above the meridian, so this is where it's just breaking that halfway point at about 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been meeting my charter clients at 6 a.m., and that's whenever this is at prime meridian. Now it's going to stay up till about 10 o'clock, and then it's going to drop underfoot. Now, I'm not too worried about fishing during this time. I don't think it's going to have an adverse effect because the moon is going to be up, and the charter for me is going to end by lunchtime. So by the time the moon goes down, I'll be off the water. I think we're going to catch the best part of that moon. And while I'm here, I'll tell you, the 30th is still open. So I have the other days filled in the week, but the 30th is still open if you want to come fishing. So we would meet probably at 7 points at 6 a.m., and we would fish till around lunchtime, and we would catch all the best period, if you will, as far as the moon goes. So that's what I'm looking at. Truthfully, this week I actually stopped chartering for the week. So, excuse me, I'm done chartering now for the week. I'm going to stay off the water until Monday, whenever I get together with my next clients. I shouldn't say I'm going to stay off the water. I am going to be on the water, but I'm not going to take clients out, I'm going to go out by myself and Mark and do some researching, if you will. But long-winded answer to just tell you that the fish are moving. Raystown Lake is like that. You kind of have to pay attention to the cycles because it has a very real effect on the Lakers. So I'm glad you asked, Wyatt. I appreciate it. If anybody else has any other questions, of course, ask away. And in the doc update, I'm going to cover this a little bit. And you'll see that I mentioned that you want to give them meat. So I'm talking about live bait, or I mentioned crawler harnesses. The other baits are working. Absolutely. They are for Lakers. I personally, though, was catching them about 2 to 1 with the crawler harnesses compared to my spoons. So that's significant. And so I, of course, want to encourage you guys to do the same. And that can change. They could want the flash. They could want the meat. It depends on the fish, just how active they are. The biggest thing, though, I think, is to slow down. This time of year with the stain in the water, you want to decrease your speeds so that the fish have more of a chance to connect with you. And Wyatt, you asked a follow-up question here. Do you want the moon above you or below you for the best fishing? That's a great question. Above. A moon overhead. But understand the process. That is a very real gravitational pull. When we think about tides, the moon has a very real gravitational effect on the earth. The animals, we feel it too. And I love to point out this simple truth that is, if you worked in the food service industry, in the service industry in general, and you're working in clubs or you're working at bars or whatever it is, you know the night that it's a full moon because people, us, we are affected by it. We don't think we are, but we are. We don't admit it. We don't understand it. It's a weird thing, right? the fish absolutely are affected by it as well. It creates like an anxiety about it, makes them more active, it makes them more likely to chase and run and just be more active. And that's what we're looking for optimum fishing. It does not mean you cannot catch a fish unless the moon's overhead. You can absolutely catch a fish if the moon is underfoot. We're just talking about what is your best chance, your heightened opportunities. These are the processes and the systems that I pay attention to so that my clients stand the best chance of connecting with their fish. So moon overhead, that's what we want, moon overhead. And you can use that chart that I was showing you there. I'll just share it with you again here. It's just timeanddate.com right up there. So you can use that website, timeanddate.com, and then just look under there. You do /moon and you can bring that up. So that's what I use to track the moon, and it works really well for me, and I'm sure it can work for you too. Certain of it. If you start tracking that system alone, so not even following the other systems, if you just track the moon, your fishing is going to improve. It really will, I promise. It's simple enough to track that one, and it's going to change your success ratio. Hunter England Post, how you doing, my man? I was the one that you talked to earlier today. I just watched a few other videos of yours. You have any tips for Lewistown bank fishing? My man, you made the edit on the outro of the video. So I have a dock update video. I know you're new to the channel, so I do dock updates periodically. There's one going to be released at the end of this live stream. And you made the outro cut of it. You cast right towards the camera. It's a cool little shot. So yeah, absolutely. So bank angling at Lewistown Lake is I'll say it's challenging. You can absolutely do this. And this is how I know you can do it. Is a few years ago, 2 years ago, I did a series of videos and I called them the bank angling series. So do me a favor. Just go to my channel and search Bank Angling Series, and you're going to find, I have a ton of videos there with different places that you can go bank angling at Lake Lewistown, and I catch just about everything from the bank in the course of doing those videos. So take a little bit of time, do a little bit of research watching those videos, and I think you'll be glad you did. So yes, do I have tips? Yes, I do. And I've covered a lot of them in those bank angling videos. I think you'll really enjoy them. If you're a bank angler at Lewistown Lake, you're probably frustrated. Yes. Can it still be done? Absolutely. Takes a lot of effort and a lot of years of just beating your head against a tree. I don't know what else to say. It can be a difficult endeavor to try and bank angle at Lewistown Lake. But yeah, absolutely. What you guys were doing, you were casting, cast, retrieve. I want to tell you immediately, you guys right now should probably go down to H, because that pier that they have there, the fishing pier, along with the pier that's right there at the boat dock, you can cast and retrieve a lot of water from those from the pier especially, but certainly that is effective fishing for perch, crappie, bass. We caught a walleye there. Sorry, not a walleye, but a muskie there. Just a few, well, it's been a little bit now, but a few weeks back. But anyways, there's a multi-species possibility right at H. So this time of year, that's probably what I would say. If you're going to cast, that's probably where I'd send you. And if you want more information on that, my phone number is available on my Facebook page. It's on my website, randallrydes.com. You give me a call and we'll talk, buddy, and I'll tell you what I'm seeing. Shoot me a text. Anything at all like that, I'm happy to help you find fish and make sure you're more successful on this lake. Deer hunting boy, thank you. I appreciate that. You say you're new to the area, and today was your first day out there, so anything helps. I appreciate all the knowledge. Man, that's awesome. Welcome to the Lewistown fishing community, man. Welcome. That's what this is about. The whole brand of Randall Rydes Fishing is to learn how to fish this lake. And I'm talking about all of us, this whole community. And you'll find that if you talk to this community, we're very open. We do share. We talk about catching fish because we actually do catch fish. So just ask away, man. Where's H at? H is spelled A-I-T-C-H. And H is, it's real close to James Creek. So it's real close to James Creek. But just do a little, map search, use your GPS or something, and put in there A-I-T-C-H. H. You bet, man. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. But check out those bank angling videos. I think you'll be glad you did. I think there's a lot there that might be able to help you out. So, Veterans Barbecue, and then I'm gonna just plug this real quick. And this is on Sunday, the 28th. That's coming up this weekend. It's gonna be a very warm day, guys. You can wear shorts and a t-shirt to this event. How cool is that? It's finally getting right to that period. We're gonna start seeing some warmer days. Okay, so that does mean that we have about a month before the pleasure boats start showing up. So the lake is still ours for another month before Memorial Day sneaks up on us, and it'll kind of it'll change the way that we fish. And I'll talk more about that moving forward. But this Sunday, Rough and Ready Campground, the Veterans Barbecue, make sure you can come out to that. It's going to be a good time. We're going to hang out for at least 2 hours, noon to 2. And then I'll probably invite everybody back to the camper, and we'll hang out and stuff and just do some, like chilling around the campfire kind of stuff. Mountain pies and, maybe roast some marshmallows or something. So let me do this. I want to share with you guys a video. This is something I've been working with. I want to see if I can bring this up here. There we go. You got it. Did I miss anybody? Are there any other questions, anybody that I've missed before I just jump on and go somewhere else? I want to make sure that I talk with you guys before I just roll off here and do some other stuff. And then I'm gonna show you guys a video that you haven't seen yet. It's brand new stuff. Very exciting, yeah. So Brian, good evening, man. You hope you'll see me out there this weekend. The weather is looking good. For showing up at work, okay? The weather's I don't understand that. The weather is looking good for showing up at work. Does that mean showing up at the lake to do some fishing? Help me understand. Too good. Oh, it's too good. I gotcha. The weather's looking too good to show up for work. I just can't read. That's all, buddy. And then Wyatt asked, are the lake trout spread out through the whole lake, or are they with this cold water? So yeah, they're gonna be kind of favoring the area they typically follow. And just as a side note, if you guys see me doing the dock update from Weaver Falls, I'm suggesting you go there for what I'm talking about in the video. And you'll see that I did today's dock update from Snyder's Run, and that's where that update is coming from. If you're looking for Lakers, I'm going to tell you to put in at 7 Points or Snyder's, and you can watch the video and I'll explain that a little bit more. But for the most part, that has to do with the turbidity of the water, the clarity of the water. When you go further upriver, that's south on the lake, it gets more and more stained. So, and the heavy stain makes it difficult for the fish to find your lure and such. But more specifically, the water's going to heat up a lot more because stained water increases water temperature. Lakers are cold water fish, so they tend to stay down on the dam end of the lake. So the northern end of the lake, downstream, deeper water, colder water, they tend to stay down there. And it is very true right now. That's where they're at. Too good. All right, you're planning to play hooky. I got you. Very good, very good. All right, guys, let me do this. I want to, I'm going to play this video here just a little bit. What we're going to look at is, I want to make sure this plays okay here. Make sure it actually comes through with volume and stuff. Let me bring this up here. All right, so what we're looking at here is a couple different things. These are like just little video shots of some random fishing things that we did out here. There's going to be a couple cool catches I just want to share with you. All of these, you have not seen any of these in any of the videos that I've done. These are essentially, I'm out on a charter. and we hook into a fish, and I just hit the record button and handle the fish. So there's no talking, there's none of this stuff. I'm not trying to, you know, do the thing with making a video. This is just capturing moments on the boat. So this is you being a fly on the wall while the fishing charter is kind of going on. And in that way, it's very special. It's very different than any of the videos we've done before. And so there's just a couple minutes of it, but I put this together. I just wanted to share it with you. I'm going to do a little commentary with you just kind of as we go through it, but let's go ahead and play it. Here we go.
There you go.
Great catch, great catch. Good job. So I should point out, this lure you're seeing, this is the one I make if you want to order it. It's randallrydes.com. It's right there on the site. Guys, this is the lure to vertically jig Lakers. So if you're trying to vertically jig Lakers on this lake, this is the lure. I do not know one that works better. If I did, I would be making that one. But this is the lure that I know works, and I've proven it time and time again. You guys have seen that in a lot of my videos. If you haven't, I've got an entire video dedicated towards vertically jigging Lakers, and I use this very lure to prove that it is effective. So that's what you're looking at here, and here's the catch.
Nice, dude, nice.
And just as a side note, this gentleman you're looking at that's holding this monster of a lake trout that he just jigged up, this is our cook for the Veterans Barbecue. He's just been a gentleman, and he's just offering that service to us, so thank you. There's a little release.
All right.
That didn't take long.
No, not long at all.
This is Brian from Briar's Lures. Brian is standing there on the right-hand side. He's on the rod, and I'm, of course, netting. Brian makes custom lures, crankbaits and stuff. So if you're a bass angler for this area, he custom makes lures, and you can reach out to him. It's Briar's Lures, but you can find it. It's linked in everything.
Look at that bugger.
Marcus.
Color. He's running.
Okay, guys, listen, something's about to happen here with poor old Marcus. I've had plenty of moments while I'm out fishing where we just have straight up heartbreak. Okay, so we've been fishing for a little bit on this particular day, and as Marcus is bringing it in, you're going to see that it comes off the hook, man. And it sucks the very life out of the entire moment. And as much as that's depressing and sad, guys, it's just part of fishing. It's just part of fishing. Don't be afraid of losing fish. Bring it in, lose it, catch it. That was your experience, and just take it all in stride, and you'll see that Marcus and us, we kind of have a little moment here where we're upset about it, but it's all good. It is all good. Marcus is one of the best fishermen that I know of. He's just one of the best, and I don't discredit him at all on this hook. Just the fish just spit it. He shook his head just right, and he just managed to get this hook out of his mouth. There's nobody I'd rather be on the rod and reel than Marcus, though. So, but here's an interesting little moment here. We'll share it with you, and we'll enjoy a little bit of sadness here with our team.
Color. He's running.
Oh, he came off.
Oh.
What was that?
It's a Laker.
All right. So we lost that one. This is moments later. And we're looking at net. We're looking at a net. I think I pick it up here and do something with it.
Oh, what's the money? I see color.
Oh, I know this.
He's running.
Oh, this is the same catch. That's what that was. That was just the camera view. Let's watch that again. So the other sight that you got here, this is us from on top of the deck, and this is the main camera that I have up on the boat, and I have a camera on the net too.
He's running.
Oh, he came off.
So I give you two views so you can enjoy this even extra.
It's a Laker.
So here it is. This is it. I'm going to pick the net up and go after this fish. And just now you actually get a good view of it. You'll be able to see the color. It flashes in the
color.
water here.
He's running.
Oh!
Laker. It's a Laker.
That's the way it goes.
That's good.
Later that day. Later that day.
I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in, okay? Give me some
We'll mark his
slack.
jigs out.
Nice, dude. Oh, I don't want to put that over your bag.
You guys are trying to place the location. This is right on top of the beer
Very
barrel.
cool, dude. Striper. What?
All right. Gotta take the good with the bad, I reckon, huh?
He went after this one. You got your pliers right there.
Yes, sir.
No, I got it out actually.
Yeah, let's give him a. Oh, you got it. You got it. Yeah. Let's give him a. Use the scale on here. Well, I think Marcus, he might be bleeding out.
So this is us discussing how we're going to handle this
So
striper.
you wanna try and
Because
revive
he
him a
has
little?
blood, obviously.
Seems like a good one. Another striper, buddy.
That's the second one. Ultimately,
more underneath
Marcus,
us. Get down there to him.
after talking, we revived that striper and we did release it. So there it is. This is the release. I'm reviving it and stuff. It's been kind of hanging out in the water for a little bit. And we
good with
decided
that?
we're going to let it go. And essentially, I told him I'm giving this fish about a 50-50 chance of survival or not. So he's still out there. Hopefully he's still out there and y'all can pick him up next time you're down fishing. So I don't know if that was the right call. It's the call we
So you
made.
boat flip him. Wow! Awesome, man. Thank you so
sir.
much for taking the stink off the boat. Woo!
Some days are slow, man. It's nice when someone finally links
They're all
up.
good, I know, but not as big as some of them, huh? But bigger than some also. Bigger than some, smaller than some. All right, good deal. Hold that spoon really nice. And we'll take a picture from a pal here.
All right, so as I'm going through this video, this stuff is these videos that I'm showing with you guys. Like I said, these are unreleased. I don't have them in any other videos. This is in real raw format. Like I said, it's as if you're a fly on the wall on the boat while the charter's going on. So if you guys enjoy this stuff, let me know. I'll try to include this into the live streams periodically. And by all means, come out, do a fishing trip with me. As simple as it is, it's just about going out, getting on the water, and enjoying some good fishing together. And I'll do my best to put you guys on the same fish that you're seeing here in this little lineup. But here, let's finish up watching this video here.
Matter of fact, let me just zoom in on you holding it. I think we got some beautiful sun right now.
It is. Look at the lighting on this. And that's one of Brier's lures right there. It's a spoon that he painted up. Brier's
Got it.
lures.
Thank you.
He's got a whole collection of them.
All right, there we go. Very good, man.
Congratulations.
Oh, these boys did so good this day, man. I had these guys.
Woo!
Lost it. We had these boys running
get 'em?
down riggers, sending them back, collecting them up. Net grab them. They were on top of them. It really was fantastic. It's a big deal when you get on the boat with me. I want to teach you how to run some of this equipment.
I think those clips are
Become
getting
part of the crew and you work with me.
Support his belly.
My ideally, is to
that. We're not
do
even
the
in the
catching
shot.
while you're on my fishing trip. I don't want to do the catching and have you
shot.
reeling in. I want you to do the catching.
Good catch,
So
man.
I'm going to put you on fish, teach you how to use the equipment, make you an effective
You hold them?
fisherman.
Yeah, bring them around.
That's
Bring them
the
around.
goal. And these
Take a
boys,
picture
man,
with you right here.
they took to it. These guys are passionate about fishing, and they did so good. Look how
It's
cold
just a
it
video,
is.
but I'll clip it in there. I want to look at
Look
it.
at our hats, heavy gear. I had my full snowsuit on. Lakers do have teeth. They will cut you. That's why I have
that
them
up
using
for us.
the grippers.
Beauty. Thank you. Picture together. Hold his belly.
Oh, that was a good catch. I remember that day. That was an important fish.
That's a good one, man. Good job. Good job. And then you guys can release them. All right, we got it. Thank you.
That was a double up.
Good
there.
catching.
You might be just as far ahead. This is Mark, Only Fins. He went out doing some perch fishing with me, and this is the biggest, most gold perch I've ever seen.
There we go.
It is. Great job, man.
It's not a bad little carp either.
That's not what this is about tonight. This is about clearing our head.
That's Paul. Paul
Nice,
tonight
man.
sent me a picture. This is Paul of Aqua Traction of Pennsylvania. And Paul sent me a picture tonight. He gave me a call, shot me a text, just like you guys should be. If you don't have my phone number yet, get it, save it. But Paul shot me a text, said he's going to have time. He had a job in the morning. He had the afternoon. He's going to go out on the water. And I told him where to go, or at least I recommended an area for him to go. And he went out, and tonight he sent me a picture of a nice big laker he's holding with 2 hands. I can't take all the credit, of course. He's got to do it. He's the fisherman. But what I'm saying is if you're going out to the lake a lot of days, you're going out cold. You don't have any kind of idea where to go or whatever. Shoot me a text. I'll do what I can to help you out. I'll do what I can to at least guide you a little bit. You know what I mean? But anyways, he sent me a picture, or he sent me a text, said he was going, and then he went out and he caught a laker. It's a little bit bigger than the one he's holding here in the picture. And he ended up connecting with another one too. I believe he had he went 1 for 2 on Lakers this evening. But that's the last I talked to him. Maybe he did better.
You have to let Randall explain it to you, but Emma was wrong. We'll explain later though. But that is a
Emma's
that is
the dog.
a dandy.
It's a nice lake.
He spit it up when he came up.
In my mouth.
I'm so good.
Thank you. Cool, man.
Oh, this is Paul. This is another day. Paul went out on his boat and the engine just gave him trouble. So me and Mark went out and kind of took a break from our perch fishing. We towed our buddy back into the dock. Beautiful night. Look at Lake Raystown, guys. Just showing how beautiful she can be. What an incredible sky. It's just beautiful. It is my favorite place. Love this lake. Coming down to the last minute or 2 of this video, and we're going to get into spear fishing, guys. Keep that in mind. There's a future at Raystown Lake.
That's cool. Caught a little yellow perch here.
Randall Rydes.
Just gonna add him.
We're gonna look at this right here. Watch this. That's a sucker.
Nice.
Fine. And that night, that bucket was overflowing. Nice shot.
Right in the gills. Just how
Perfect. Oh yeah. That big carp you see there?
that came off.
Yeah. Until we were done, man, that
I think I got something on my forehead.
it was sloppy.
we're done
I think it's kicking, it gets sloppy. Oh, I missed. Oh, I think we find one right there. Yep. Missed one, got the second one.
This one back here is actually floating. So yeah.
Oh, that's great stuff, man.
Yeah, he's floating back.
So, all that just to tell you guys. So that's the end of that video. That's where I'm going to stop right there. And those videos are probably not going to be released in anything as far as like, making a video or anything. But I wanted to share it with you guys here on the live stream because I think they were special. And I'm just resetting my camera here. But where was I? What I wanted to say. The future. In the future, with Randall Rydes fishing charter, I think I'm going to get some spearing done because you don't need a special license to go spearing for carp. So Keep that in mind. I think I'm going to make that available for on the Fishin charter. I have it'll probably just be they'll be real short. They'll probably only be like 2 hours long or something. But I think I'm going to do those in Weaver Falls, and I think I'm going to do little spear fishing trips that are about an hour or 2 hours long, and you get to come out and just spear a few big old carp. So that's on the horizon for the charter, and that is 1 year. There's a couple clips from my first year. So before I release everybody, because I don't want to keep you guys too late, I have a doc update that you can go to directly after this video, and you guys can go check it out, and I'd appreciate it if you would. But a year, guys, for a solid year now, I have chartered for you all. The lake isn't new to me. Fishing isn't new to me. A lot of you I've fished with in the past. But in this past year, I've had the opportunity to make a lot of new friends. And this community is just growing. We're sharing information. We're going fishing together. And something special's happening. And y'all are part of that. You are the biggest part of that. So thank you for all the support you guys have given me over the last year. It's been incredible. All the snags along the way. All the difficulties. You guys have been right there with me through it. It's just getting better. So thank you. Appreciate your support. And by all means, give me a call. You don't have to come out and do a charter with me. By all means, just give me a call. We'll talk fishing. I love talking fishing. So I'm going to stay on for another 5 minutes or so. If you have any questions for me, shoot them at me. And then I'm going to let you guys go. And you guys can check out the doc update video. I'll release it as soon as I sign off here. But how about it? What questions you have? I think I'm going to be... I'm looking at being on the water here Friday and maybe Friday or Saturday, or give or take one or the other, maybe both. I'm not sure. But me personally, I'm probably going to put in down at Shy Beaver. I'm interested in looking for striper. So the lake trout, I feel like I have my finger on the pulse there, but I want to be able to look for the big stripes. You know what I mean? So I think that's where I'm going to be over the weekend. If I miss you, Brian, if you're out there, I think it was Brian, that's what you said, right? Yeah, you hope to see me out there. Brian, if you miss me, it's probably just we're in a different spot in the lake. It's a long lake, guys. So if you don't see me, I'm probably still out there, just at a different place, you know? But shoot me a text. I'll let you know what I'm seeing, and maybe help you connect a little bit more regularly, with more consistency. Hopefully. I'll do my best to help out. But what questions you have for me before we sign off? And then I'll bid you guys goodbye. So the Veterans Barbecue, while I'm waiting for that, I'll just share with you the Veterans Barbecue one more time. This weekend, Sunday, and where's it at? Here we go. Give me a second to get this flipped over. Veterans Barbecue is this Sunday, the 28th, at Rough and Ready. I feel like I have to sneeze. Excuse me. So, Rough and Ready Campground, Veterans Barbecue, April 28th. That's this Sunday, and it's going to be very warm out. And guys, if you don't know where it's at, just go here into the events listing, and you'll see that the address is listed right there. But you can get there. It's on Dogtown Road, right at James Creek. It is 4 minutes from Shy Beaver. 4-minute drive from Shy Beaver. So if you're going to the lake and you're going to be fishing out of Shy Beaver or James Creek, you can just stop there on your way in. It's not even out of the way. It won't take you any extra time, and you're going to have fresh bait. And if you've chased bait with a cast net, you know how frustrating that can be. You'll really appreciate the fact that you can stop by Zane and pick up trout or shiners or fatheads or just whatever minnows and such. He's got night crawlers. He's got a lot of different baits, so he's worth knowing where he's at. And this is a great opportunity to just come out, meet everybody, be a part of the community, support the veterans, fill your belly up, but mostly just show up. Your presence is enough. You don't have to bring anything. You can just come on down and hang out and just be a part of it. It'll be good. Absolutely, Doug. I'll do it again when it's needed. All right, so you're planning on coming on Sunday. Right on. Good deal. You plan on fishing in the morning with your grandson. All right, very good. Yeah, shoot me a text. Let me know. That'd be great. I'll keep an eye out for you, and I'll see you there. Should be a good time. I was texting with Zane here today. He was asking if I was going to be down before, of course. I'll just help him set up tables and such. If you guys think of it, if you're thinking you might want to take something home, bring a container, and that way you can, have something to take home with you that's probably better than just a paper plate or whatever. So if you want to take home some barbecue, there's going to be a lot of it. We're going to have both pork and beef. Both beef and chicken. I don't know if we have pork. I don't recall. Let me look at the text from our chef while I'm talking about it and stuff. But it should be. He's a fantastic cook, so he likes to run the smoke shop. All right, so here's what he says: we're doing pulled pork. So there's your pork. Pulled pork and chicken, and he also plans to do baked beans and coleslaw. As far as containers, I want to point this out because we do want folks to take food home with them. The idea is to not just have the barbecue, but also have stuff that you can take home and have for leftovers. He said he got 3 large disposable dishes for the chicken, pork, and beans. That's for cooking. And then he'll also bring in takeout containers. He's going to have rolls and barbecue sauces. And so that's it. He's going to have takeout containers. However, if you have something that's a little bit more sturdy, something a little bit more substantial than just a little, and that you would prefer to have, bring yours. But yeah, noon to 2 is the designated time. Zane has already said that you can stay as late as you want. You can stay all night if you want. So by all means, come on down. I have, if somebody needs a place to crash for the night, send me a text, give me a call. I have room in my camper, a little bit of room. We probably can't accommodate everybody, but if we have to, we'll find a way. All right, so you guys just mi casa, su casa, you're welcome. Come on down and just enjoy it. It's going to be a good time. Everybody's welcome. Bring a vet if you can, and just support a vet whenever you get there, because we can all do that. We can all do that. Yeah, so donations. If you want to make a donation, don't give it to me. Give it to Zane. Mostly, I'll tell you, maybe we'll put a bucket out or something for him, because this is Zane's host. Like, he's our host. He's the one who's going through, all the liability, if you will, of us meeting. But this is his place. We're guests there, and of course, we want to be respectful of our host. So maybe I'll put a coffee can out or something for Zane. Ultimately, the best way to donate to Zane, though, is to come back and frequent his campground and his bait shop. That's the best way to donate. But thank you for bringing that up. I think what we'll do is probably put a can out or something for him. I think that'll cover it. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to let you go with that. I think we had a good live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit loose because those videos are not edited or anything. It was just fun to show them to you. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to let you go with that, guys. That's the end of it. When you leave here, immediately go click on the dock update video. It is up right now. So I made it go active at 8:45. That was 5 minutes ago. So when you leave this little viewing here, just step over there and watch that one. I appreciate it if you would. That's it. I'm going to let you go. So y'all have a good night. Much love and much respect. We'll see you on Sunday at the barbecue. Love you guys. Later.